Okay everyone, welcome to the last video of this video tutorial for Morningstar. We're talking about Report Studio under the Research tab here. Just click on the Report Studio and this will populate. It may take a bit to load because this is a bit of a clunky portion of Morningstar. It requires a lot of data and a lot of brain power from the computer. Now what you're looking at is a library of all of your saved templates, your reports already. Now this is where they will all populate after you've created them from scratch and saved them. Now I'm going to be showing you how to create them from scratch if your superior would like to see a specific customized report. So you're going to click New Report Template in the top right, leave New Blank Report checked, then click OK. Now this is where you select your client or account. You're going to click that magnifying glass. Let's say you want to see a client. Let's try to find John Doe from before. So there he is, and what we're going to do is we're going to double click on him, and he's going to populate. Perfect. Now we're going to click OK, because everything's already checked off. 401k and IRA, it's all here. That's what we want to see. We're going to click OK. Now all of that information will auto-populate in this report with modules that I specify. Now clearly this is a blank page, which won't do us any good. So you don't need this at the top. This will default here. I'm going to delete that from the page. It's just a header. Now we're left with all this blank space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start dividing the page with auto layout. So once you've clicked on this blank space, you'll see the blue highlighting here. You can further divide this into different modules that you specify to get specific rules or spaces to populate with these modules. Now at the bottom here, these are all modules that you have, and they're all further customizable than what they appear. So you have a lot of asset allocation, lists, all different types of stuff here. So for example, let's say we want to see some asset allocation. I'll click and drag that onto whatever blank space I specify, and there it is. It's a bit vague. In this case, you have equity, fixed income, other, but that can be further specified here. Data sets, broad asset classes, you can kind of change it up depending on what specifically you want to see. And what these actually mean, again, that will come with practice, and that's something that you need to get used to. You may not know what any of this means because you probably weren't taught it in school or whatever the case may be, because a lot of these are Morningstar terms, and some of them are not, and you'll recognize, but a lot of them are. So don't be intimidated by that. So we can just keep clicking and dragging here. So these are returns based on the portfolio. John Doe versus the S&P 500. Remember, that's the what I specified as the benchmark before. So a lot of these reports here will require benchmarks. If there's no benchmark, it will default to one that I've specified. This can be further changed here as well. There's not, except for some of them, there won't be as much customization available. You can even set up the time period, and you can get into some pretty good detail here. Trailing periods, single periods, rolling windows, all different stuff I encourage you to play around with here. But let's change the start date maybe to, let's try 4 years ago and see what that does. Now, a lot of the times, again, this will typically be clunky. Now we can change it to single periods. There's a lot of different things that can be done with this software here.